up, everybody? Welcome to MyDunnLife. This is where I take you and my adventures on two wheels or four. Today, starting out as a four-wheel adventure, we're driving over to Throttle Company. Throttle Company is a local dealership here in Columbus, and they're actually a Royal Enfield dealer. They are having a demo day, so we've got a couple of hours before it might rain, so we're going to take the opportunity, go ride some motorcycles. Let's go check it out. We'll see you in a minute.
Classic 350 Chrome. This will be an interesting ride. This is a Royal Enfield Classic 350 Chrome. I am not a fan of mirrors for the Royal Enfield. They're just... Alright, so we got turn signals here on the left. Ignition on. Is in neutral. There we are. It is red and chrome. Just got done riding the Royal Enfield Himalayan. I do like that bike. It has a little bit more bigger controls than the Himalayan, which be a little better for me. Yep, should be good there. We're at the Throttle Company here in Columbus, Ohio. Thanks to Nicole, the owner, a fellow YouTuber, putting on the event. Bike is pretty small for me, anyway, and nimble. Try not to drop the bike like I did the Ultra here just about a week ago. We're gonna swing out. Just gonna go ahead and go. I'm having a little hard time getting my foot under the shift peg. It's just not adjusted for me. This engine is really smooth. Ooh, nice brakes. Good positioning for the... Definitely having a hard time getting into that shifter. Something that definitely would could be adjusted. I just have a big foot. Big shoe. The riding position's comfortable for the most part. I mean, the suspension is nice and compliant. I mean, it is definitely, this is definitely an engine you got to wring out a little bit to get some power out of it. It's not a super powerful motor. It's not a Harley Davidson. You just have to understand and respect that. Wasn't sure I'd know if I'd like this riding position or not, but I'm okay with it. Looks like we'll get all caught up with the group here at the stoplight, and I'll get the... Looks like we're going to get just a little bit of rain in this ride. It is a zippy. I wouldn't call it a fast bike, but it'll get you around. It's a pretty cool little bike. I won't lie. Apparently I was already in fifth. Wow, the wind is kicking. It's literally lifting me up. Yeah, I mean, it gets out of its own way. It's a cool bike. Woo! Man, it's been a while since riding a bike without a windshield. Definitely a windy day. But it's not a bike I wouldn't say no to. I mean, it's not my type of bike. It wouldn't be, definitely not my first choice. This will be another, like, really awesome, like, I don't know if I'd make this a first bike, but definitely from a second bike or a, commuting bike, I definitely would be cool with this bike with some adjustments. Yeah, it's definitely an interesting bike. I mean, the brakes are definitely light and forgiving. There we go. It's definitely a bike that in the wind it will get shoved around a little bit. It does. I was the guy that didn't turn off his turn signal. And I'm about 250 pounds, so a bike like this is obviously not quite meant for my weight class, but it's not undoable. And that's the thing, Royal Enfield makes cool kind of retro style, not super bike. They're easily approachable for the average person in both cost and quality. I mean, it is a pretty cool bike. Oh, turn signal. I'm that guy today, man. It's a good thing I'm not following the blockhead crew. That's what the blockhead crew would probably end up buying the beers. But yeah. The thing is, I feel like my wife could ride this bike, but I think we sat her on it and she was still a little too short for it. And I bet the only thing my wife and I have found that she can sit on besides like a whoa. I had the bottom shift a little. The only thing we could find that she could ride was a Honda Rebel, and she could flat foot easily on a Honda Rebel. But almost everything else that we have put her on has it's been a real stretch as far as her being able to kind of man the bike up and hold it up. And I definitely think that I would like to get her to learn how to ride, but I mean, for obvious reasons, there's, she never could, for whatever reason, do a pedal bike. She just couldn't get the balance. I haven't really pushed her in that sense. I do want her to try to take a rider's course, see if she could do it on one of the smaller, like 250 bikes that they usually do those with. At least get her the opportunity to understand kind of the mechanics of it. Even if she decides she doesn't want to ride, or maybe she only wants to ride a. We've looked pretty hard at a Riker. Almost bought her one. I was looking pretty hard at one for her, but she ultimately decided, no. She's like, I'm gonna let you get the big bike, and then once it's paid off, we'll talk about moving her into something. So I don't know. I like the bike. It's definitely a cool bike. But tell me what you think. Have you ridden one? If you haven't, find your local dealer and see when they're having demo rides, man. It's a cool little bike to put your leg over and whip around. But tell me what you think down in the comments below. Have you ridden one? Do you want one?